Okay, sorry about that brief interruption. We had a cat knocking over something large and scaring itself incident. But we're back here with we have A and B stored as matrices. Now we can do A times B or A minus B or A plus B. And it will do matrix multiplication. It'll do addition of matrices and subtraction of matrices. We could do 3 times A, and it allows you to do matrix math, which is nice. It's much like your graphing calculators will. Clear the screen again. One of the other things that it's really powerful about MATLAB is the way that it allows you to quickly load in or create arrays with a lot of data in them. So let's say that we want to look at G equals, let's say negative 10 colon 1 colon 10. This is telling you G is going to be an array from negative 10 to 10 by ones. And you can see we get those values here. What if I said H equals negative 10 colon 0.1 colon 10? Well, then I go from having just those arrays to a whole bunch of values because we're going up by 0.1s. Now I could use CLC. What if I say I want to replace H with negative 10 colon 0.01 colon 10. And here we get to the print limit. It won't let me print that much, but if we look over here, H is a 2001 element array of double precision floating point decimals, right? And I notice I could have done this. Could say H equals negative 10 colon 0.01 colon 10, going up by tens, semicolon, because I know it's going to be really big, so I'll just suppress the output. What if I do G equals negative 10 colon 10 with no thing in the middle? It's going to assume that we're going up by ones. I want to look at why one of the ways this could be really useful now. Let's say that D equals negative 2 times pi colon 0.05 colon positive 2 times pi. Right? So D is taking on, as we can see over here, 252 values, going from negative 2 pi to positive 2 pi in intervals of 0.05. Now, what if I say E equals sine of D? Ordinarily, you'd think that's not a thing. You can't, sine is a function. You can't pass it 252 arrays. What the MATLAB language does, it says, okay, now I'm going to make an array where I put each of these values into the sine function. And now I have E also as a 252 element array. I could say display E, and I get those values. And I can plot it. The plot command allows us to create a graph that takes the values of D as the x values and the values of E as the y values. Now let's say I want to learn how to make the plots different. Like, I know that I could do plot D comma E, and I could put in a specifier that R in there, and I change the color to red. But you guys don't really know what's available in plot. But there's this handy feature in MATLAB and FreeMat called help. Type help plot, And this gives us all of the help information and explanation of the plot command. So what I'd like you guys to do now is you're going to work with a partner probably or on your own laptop alone. Each of you is going to get a laptop, open FreeMat, and try to answer the questions in the first MATLAB assignment. But I want to show you kind of what we want to do with this. I'm going to say clear all, get rid of all this data in there. Let's say task 1 was to evaluate the expression 2x squared minus 3 sine of y when x was equal to 2.5 and y was equal to pi over 3. Right? So we want to say 2x squared minus 3 sine of y. I think that was what I said. Doesn't matter. Let's say we're trying to evaluate this expression. Whoops. 2 times x squared minus 3 times sine of y, because I've been using R too much this summer and forgetting my syntax. That gives me the answer. I have the values for x and y plugged in, so then I create this expression with x and y, and it gives me the answer. Your answer document then, you're going to create a text document, and you'll say something like, task 1, evaluate 2x squared minus 3 sine of y when x equals 2.5 and y equals pi divided by 3. So that's task 1. What I want you to do then is come on over here, include all of your commands that you used. We can get rid of the error part because you don't need to have that in there. So we set a value for x, set a value for y, and computed the value of 2x squared minus 3 sine of y. And this would be task 1, showing all the commands and the output, right? I can leave it like this. And then you would go on to task 2. And actually, up here at the top, you put your names for both of you. MATLAB assignment number 1. And this is all command line. So you can then, once this assignment's done, you'll be able to turn it in, whether it's printing it out or uploading it to Schoology. So why don't you go ahead and get to work on assignment 1.